In the earlier slides, we saw that when magnesium ribbon is burnt, it gets converted into magnesium oxide. Now we're going to look out for a short method to represent this. We could write it like this: magnesium plus oxygen to give you magnesium oxide. This is called a word reaction. What we have written here is a word reaction, a word equation. We have represented a chemical equations with the help of words, and hence it is called a word equation. Now this word equation has got two parts. These are called magnesium and oxygen are called the reactants, and magnesium oxide is called the product. So how would you define reactants? You would say reactants are the substances that undergo a chemical change, are substances that undergo a chemical change, whereas the new substance that is formed are called the products. So products are the new substance or substances that are formed in a chemical reaction is called the product. So we know what are the reactants and what are the products, and between the reactants and the products we have this arrow that is put. Now however, to make this chemical equation more concise and useful, we use chemical formula. Instead of words, we use chemical formulas. So here we will write for magnesium, instead of magnesium we write Mg plus oxygen O2 to give you MgO. So here instead of using words, we have used formulas to make it more concise. And such statement is called a chemical equation. We have represented right in the beginning the method of representing a chemical reaction with the help of symbols of the substance involved is called a chemical equation. So we know what is a chemical equation. But if you carefully look at this equation, let us examine it. Here on the reactant side we have two kinds of atoms, magnesium and oxygen. We have one magnesium and two oxygen. When we go to the product side, we have also magnesium and oxygen. However, here we have one atom of magnesium and one atom of oxygen. The magnesium is balanced. There is one here and there is one here. So the magnesium is balanced. However, when we go to see oxygen, oxygen is not balanced. There are two on this side and there is one here. It is not balanced. So we need to balance it, because if there are two oxygens on one side, there is only one on the other. What has happened to that one oxygen? These definitions are all in the notes. So you'll have to go to the notes and find these definitions.